Hey guys, George back again with another collection video. This time is for the Halloween series, the Michael Myers Halloween series. I'll be showing my DVDs and Blu-rays that I have. It's my second attempt at doing this video. I already uploaded it once and the audio was way off for some reason. I've never had that happen before. So I figured I'd reshoot it because everything I tried to do didn't work. But what are you going to do? So again, this is a collection video. The only video I have that I kept was the Halloween limited edition black case with the orange cassette tapes inside. Has a nice little booklet in there, a scrapbook for the anniversary and a keychain. I got this when it first came out years ago now. It's limited to 40,000 copies, which really isn't all that limited if you think about it. But now onto the DVDs. First one is the Halloween. This is the 2-disc limited edition with the 3D cover, I guess you could call it. This was also numbered. This is 21/9/45. Widescreen presentation. The full frame presentation also has like the theatrical trailers, TV spots, radio spots, bios, all that kind of stuff. But pretty cool. I believe this was the first one that was released on DVD as far as the Halloween titles go. Next up is the 25th anniversary edition. Again, this is another 2-disc set. This has a ton more bonus features than the previous DVD I showed. This has the widescreen presentation, documentary called A Cut Above the Rest. It's amazing. Audio commentary, and again some of the other stuff like the radio spots and all that stuff, but it's definitely killer. This was Anchor Bay from 2003. It's really cool. If you can find either one of those, I suggest pick them up. Next up is the original pressing for the Halloween 2. This was on Good Times home video. From what I remember, this looked kind of like shit. It wasn't remastered or anything. But I remember when it came out, it was the only way you could get it at the time. And then they released the widescreen Halloween 2 on, I believe, Universal. Yeah, Universal. This one came out in 2001. So this looked a lot better. Not too many bonus features on here, just a trailer and some production notes. But looked a lot better than the previous pressing. Next up is the recent collector's edition of Halloween 2. This is a 2-disc. It has the full theatrical release along with the television release, television version. The only problem with this television version is in full screen. I don't know why. I guess maybe they couldn't remaster it in widescreen, but it's just cool to have nonetheless. There is a few different aspects to the theatrical version. I mean, to the TV version that differs from the actual theatrical version, but it's missing about a minute, I think, because the theatrical version is 93 minutes, the TV version is 92 minutes, but it has different scenes in it, so it's cool to have it all together now. And this has a ton of bonus features as well. Shooting locations of the film, deleted scenes, alternate ending, the trailers. The Nightmare Isn't Over, it's the making of documentary. Pretty killer though, pretty interesting. That just came out maybe 2 weeks ago. If you're watching this, it's October 16th, 2012, so it just came out a few weeks ago. This is a bootleg, the extended cut of Halloween 2. It has all the theatrical version and all the TV version, you know, in one film. Not much to say about it. It looks okay. It doesn't look fantastic. Again, it's a bootleg. You can probably find a lot of the bootleg ones that I have online for free nowadays, but it's definitely worth looking into. If you can't, just PM me, you know, and I can see if I can make you a copy of some of this stuff. This one's called The Boogeyman's Legacy. This is again another bootleg. Just takes parts 1, 2, and H2O and kind of combines them all into one long film. Pretty neat. All shot, all widescreen, all taken direct from a DVD, but pretty killer. I got this now probably about 5 years ago online as a download on one of the Halloween websites, one of the Halloween fan websites. I don't know if they're still available or not. I haven't checked in months. Halloween 3 I don't have. I kept this all Michael Myers related. Never was a big fan of that film when I was younger. I do want to check out the Blu-ray though and watch it again and see if it's any different than I remember it being. It just always left a bad taste in my mouth because there was no Michael Myers in it. But next up is the original pressing of Halloween 4 DVD. This was put out by Anchor Bay, I believe in 1998. Pretty good return film, as far as Myers goes. Pretty cool storyline. Not bad. This doesn't have really any bonus features. Just a trailer. That's it. Next up is the reissue of the Halloween 4. This has the making of as a trailer. As a bonus material. This is the Divimax version, so it was remastered. It looks a lot better than the original DVD pressing. Again, pretty cool. There's some discussion panel stuff on here, audio commentary with Danielle Harris. Really cool. I like this movie a lot. Next up is the limited edition Halloween 5 tin. This was 15,000 copies of this put out. This has the widescreen, the full frame, the trailer, documentary on Halloween 5. Pretty cool. None of this stuff ended up on the Blu-rays, which sucks. So I don't know if they're going to redo them again, if that's a word, redo. And here's the Divimax version of Halloween 5. Pretty much the same stuff that's on the tin. Recently, Walmart and Target have gotten the Halloween 4 and 5, 2-disc set for like $5 in their $5 bin. Has pretty much all the stuff that the standard DVDs have, which is cool to have it all. Next, probably my favorite sequel. Actually, it is my favorite sequel other than Part 2, but The Curse of Michael Myers, also known as Halloween 6. There's no special features on this as far as extra, documentaries or anything, which sucks because even on the Blu-ray release there's nothing. So I'm hoping they redo a remastered version of this with some of the stuff that I have bootlegged, which is like the producer's cut stuff. I have 3 different versions of the producer's cut. One of them was taken from the original DVD with the added footage added in, the extra footage added in. One of these is just a straight producer's cut. I think 2 of these are, but one looks better than the other. I can't remember which one, but I'll show you the covers. Again, this film was also known as The Origin of Michael Myers instead of The Curse of. And I just can't remember which one's which, but I know one of them looks really good. One of them looks just okay. Another cool sequel was H2O, the return of Jamie Lee Curtis. I like this film. The only thing I didn't care for was some of the masks used for Michael Myers in this. They just looked different in some scenes. It wasn't consistent as far as the mask goes. I know it's nitpicking, but if you're going to do it right, like 1 and 2. They hardly changed the masks at all in that film. They all look the same. There's a funny scene in here where Michael gets kicked in the balls, and when he turns around, the mask actually looks angry. Like the mask has emotion. It's the funniest thing. We crack up every time we see it, but it's when he's at the college, somebody kicks him in the nuts or something like that, or hits him, and the way he swings his head, the mask looks like it has an expression. It's bizarre. Pretty good film overall. Not much bonus material. There's a trivia game, a music video, and Unmasking the Horror, which I think is a documentary of some kind. And then I have the producer's cut of H2O. This doesn't look that good at all, from what I remember. There's very little, I think, that they added to it, or that was taken out. I have to watch this again and see, but I can't remember. It's been so long since I watched it. I just try to concentrate on the older films as it comes, close to Halloween. This one's another bootleg. They call it a retro horror remix. It's Halloween 8, The Nightmare in Haddonfield, but it features clips from, I think, H2O, Freddy vs. Jason, just all this weird shit. It's all mixed into one. I watched this once. It was okay. It's only 15 minutes long, but it's kind of silly. I figured I'd show it since I have it with the rest of my collection. Next up is the biggest piece of shit Halloween movie there was out there, and that's Resurrection. The first 15 minutes of this film was great with Jamie Lee Curtis, and Michael finally supposedly kills her, but they kind of left it open when she falls off the rooftop. You don't really know if she's dead for sure, so they kind of left it open as to say, possibly do another sequel with her in it. I doubt it at this point, but this has Busta Rhymes and Tyra Banks in it, which they suck ass in this movie. They had no business being in this movie. It ruined the whole film, other than the story. The story was stupid, too, with the whole webcam thing. And then recording from Michael Myers' house and him coming home. And it always had to do with family before this. And this film, it was kind of senseless. It was almost like, one of them teen Scream 90s films like Scream or, I don't know, I Know What You Did Last Summer or something. It just had that feel. It just wasn't very good. Next up is Halloween Night, The Night He Came Home. This is like a digital high def of the first two films pieced together as one film. We usually watch this every year because it's about 3 hours long, and it's pretty cool. You just get the whole aspect of the first two films in one film. Again, another booty. Next up is the work print for the Rob Zombie Halloween. This came out online, not came out, but it was released online. Obviously, bootlegged online months before the theatrical release, about a month or so before. So I got to see this before it was finished. I like this work print. It's just kind of cool to have. There's a few different things here and there that you'll notice if you've seen this before, like certain death scenes. The soundtrack music is all different. They use a lot more of the old soundtrack in this film, but definitely worth seeking out if you don't have that. Next is the Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween, which I love this film. This is the unrated director's cut. This is the Circuit City exclusive. It had a bonus documentary inside of the film. This is the Best Buy with the 3D cover, unrated, and the theatrical version, which I got for like $1 or something. And I picked up the other two the same day. This has all the alternate endings, deleted scenes, bloopers, reimagining Halloween with Rob Zombie. Really cool. Very cool video. All DVD. And here's the 3-disc unrated collector's edition that came out probably about a year after those did. Has everything but those have, but a 4.5 hour documentary on the making of the film. It definitely can't sit through it in one shot, but it was cool to see it over a couple days. Next up is Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, the unrated director's cut and the theatrical version. Now with this film, the unrated director's cut is 10 times better than the theatrical version. It's raw like The Devil's Rejects was filmed. It's real dark. Really a great film. I love this film. The unrated version I like a lot, just as much as I do the first Rob Zombie one. Bonus features, this has like the same kind of thing, deleted and alternate scenes, blooper reel, couple music videos. The last DVD I have is the 25 Years of Terror. Great documentary, about a 2-hour documentary on the series. This is a 2-disc set. You can get this now for like $5, I think, at like Circuit City or Walmart or Best Buy. It doesn't have the slipcase anymore, but it's definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen this documentary. Next up is the box set, the 30th anniversary set for Halloween. It's got the Blu-ray in it, the little mask. This was a limited edition. It has Halloween Blu-ray, the DVD, the extended cut, 25 Years of Terror, which is that on DVD, and parts 4 and 5. For some reason, didn't have part 2 in it, which is odd. I guess it was a different company that put it out. I guess Universal put it out, and you know, they don't have the rights to it. But Anchor Bay put this out, and I think, jeez, I don't even remember now. I don't see a date, but pretty cool though. I never even opened that yet. Now onto the Blu-rays. Halloween. This just has the audio commentary, cut above the rest featurette. This is the theatrical version. It's not the extended cut. I would imagine at some point they're going to reissue the Blu-ray with the extended cut and the whole 9 yards. You know, I guess. You know how they do that stuff. The first 30th anniversary edition of Halloween 2. This has Terror in the Aisles, which is a horror documentary hosted by Donald Pleasance. Really cool documentary. This came out about 1.5 years ago, and then recently, like I said, within the last couple of weeks, they put out Halloween 2, which is Scream Factory, which is part of the Shout Factory company. This has got the again, the theatrical version and the TV version. The only problem with this is the Blu-ray is only for the theatrical version. The second disc in this is just a DVD of the TV version. So if you don't have a Blu-ray player, it's perfectly fine to pick up just the DVD. Really cool though. It looks great. They definitely did a great job remastering it. Next up, Halloween 4, Return of Michael Myers. No special features on this, really, just a discussion panel. Looks pretty good. You can get that for like $7.99, I think, at Amazon now. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. I like this film too. I thought it was pretty good. Again, no special features really on this, just a kind of Halloween 5 on the set. You know, like 10-minute thing or something, but pretty cool. Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. No bonus features on this. Again, I do hope that they reissue this with the producer's cut. One could only hope. You know, this is one of those things that it should be out there. The producer's cut's killer. Plus, it's a great movie. Halloween H2O. Again, the Miramax, same as this one. Echo Bridge. No bonus features. And Resurrection with no bonus features. Now you can get a 3-pack of this. All 3 movies in one set for like $9.99 or something instead of the individual ones. I like the individual ones, so that's why I went ahead and bought those for like $7.99 or something. I think I got Resurrection for like $3. And finally, the Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. These have all the extended cuts, the theatrical versions, and the unrated version. All of the documentaries and everything. It's really killer. But it's 2 of my favorite Halloween films. I know they're like hit or miss with some people, but I really like the Rob Zombie stuff. Anyway, that's my DVD and Blu-ray collection of my Halloween titles. I guess that's about it for now. We'll be doing another update soon as far as records and LPs go. I'll also probably be doing another DVD and Blu-ray update pretty soon. But anyway, thanks again. Thanks for watching. Everybody have a safe Halloween this year. And I'll see y'all soon. Peace.